With all that rain that happened out west, it ended up unearthing a lot of stuff, including some old dinosaur bones. Prehistoric wombat. Died out 50,000 years ago, probably killed off by Aboriginals, some hunting. 2.5 tonnes, 9 foot high, and this is a fossilised bone from one of those wombats. That was uncovered during the floods and that. And that's the other thing we cross-trained Migaloo on, is on old fossils. That hasn't been done anywhere in the world. And if we can do this and we get this right, this will mean on the 18th we'll be going to then look for some more old bone finds, old sacred sites, plus also some old fossils. And we'll be within probably about a 1 kilometre area of where this fossil was found. Now, I'll have all the equipment, I've got the high definition cameras, the whole deal. If the dog indicates on fossils, well, I'd say that would be a 174-year-old record. Okay, and this will be the first fossil dog in the world. So, and we really don't know if it's going to work, but the dog's trained on fossil as well as Aboriginal bone.
I'm a cultural heritage officer for one of the gas companies around the Darling Downs area. And one of my colleagues mentioned to me they might have found some dinosaur bones down at the river.
On the morning of August 9, 2012, Gary Jackson and Migaloo successfully locate an Aboriginal burial tree and gravesite. After lunch, they arrive at the fossil discovery site for the first time. Here is the actual footage of Gary Jackson and Migaloo starting the first detection dog search for fossils that may be millions of years old. Migaloo was taken straight out of the four-wheel drive and started the search immediately. Incredibly, Migaloo has her first fossil find and definite indication within a minute of starting the search. As soon as Gary Jackson identified the fossils, he gives Migaloo the show me command to confirm that Migaloo is in fact indicating on the target fossils and not a false indication. Migaloo was then rewarded with her tennis ball. Here are some of the facts in regards to Migaloo, the world's first Bio Archaeology detection dog, and the Mega Fauna Fossil experiments. 3 months before this search, an elder locates some fossils that were unearthed during the 2011 Queensland floods. A single fossil was mailed to Gary Jackson, who immediately started cross-training Migaloo on this Mega Fauna Fossil. In the training field, Migaloo was able to successfully locate the fossil in every search. The searches included both buried and surface finds. Migaloo was able to detect the fossil on the surface from 10 feet away, but only within 2 feet when buried. The fossil was also left in purpose-built graves for several days with distractions including animal bones and rocks in the search area. Migaloo proved she was scent selective to the fossil and located it in every training session. After this historic search, we were able to confirm that Migaloo is now the world's first megafauna detection dog. During the search, Migaloo indicated on approximately 10 to 12 fossils and fossil fragments. Some of the fossils were found by traditional owners and thrown in a pile several months prior to this search. Migaloo was able to successfully find these fossils and disregard the hundreds of other rocks in the search area. Other fossils Migaloo located have been undiscovered and untouched by humans and have remained undisturbed for millions of years until the 2011 floods. Migaloo also indicated on 2 other sites of possible buried fossils. However, as the site was not excavated, we cannot confirm this.
Fossilised bones, she's indicated on these 2 pieces just here.
At the end of the search, Gary only collected 6 of the fossils and left the many others on the search area. This is so the fossils can be identified and dated. A few weeks after this search, Gary Jackson met with Dr. Steve Salisbury from the University of Queensland with some of the fossils that Migaloo had found. Dr. Salisbury, a paleontologist at the School of Biological Sciences, viewed the fossils with paleontologist Dr. Gilbert Price from the School of Earth Sciences, who works with megafauna. Mr. Price was able to confirm the following. The fossils are more than likely from the Chinchilla Sands area, which would make them Pliocene in age.
Good girl, Migaloo. So here we've got some, can you point out any bone that she's might have pinned her head on?
Big bone here.
It's a fossilised bone. Good girl, Migaloo.
No bone inside. It's rock here.
It's another bone. Fantastic.
That's a big leg bone or something.
Dr. Price also confirmed that the bones are insofar and probably came from a very large kangaroo, the indeterminate macropodoid, or unlikely from a short-faced kangaroo or stenurine. The bone includes an ankle bone, upper leg bone, upper arm bone and shin bone. The large bone is possibly the head of a femur from a diprotodon. The age of the bones found by Migaloo are between 2.6 million and 5.3 million years old. This is the oldest bone find by a detection dog in history.
Well, very sceptical at first when you said that she'd be able to find fossilised bones, which I believe would not have no residue left in them, but to me there was a strong indication of where she was indicating they were there. So.
The experiments in detection dog training I have conducted confirms that dogs can be trained to detect old human remains hundreds of years old and fossils tens of thousands of years old. Detection dogs will be of great service to archaeologists and paleontologists around the world. With more experimentation, I am certain detection dogs will assist in locating prehistoric animals and the remains of ancient civilizations, such as Canadian and American Indians, Mayan, Egyptian, and of course the Australian Aborigine. I'm Gary Jackson.